Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymox, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
Well, hello everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. Once again, it's that time of the week. What day is it?
It's Wednesday again.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody in the chat room? How's you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing. How's you
You're
doing?
I'm doing by the seat of my pants, you know?
Oh, do you know any other way?
Yeah, as usual, you know.
Lucky 13.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Just turned the 14th, though.
Yeah, I see people are saying it's Thursday now. It's for you, yeah. Me in California, I'm living in the past, man.
I'm in the future.
You're just living in the past, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, lots of strangeness going on in the world this past week. Man, why does my headphones sound so weird? I don't know. Can't ever get my sound right.
We literally had like an 8-minute sound check tonight.
Yeah. You know, last minute.
Literally flying by the seat of our pants.
Yep. I think my seat of my pants is gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a rip, little, not even a little butt flap.
Yeah. Yeah, who needs pants? They're highly overrated anyways, right?
Very outrated.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Well, speaking of weirdness, we could jump into some weirdness.
I think I stepped in some weirdness earlier today.
I think I sat in some weirdness earlier.
Yeah.
Do you want to start one, or you want me to start one?
Oh, I guess it's hot seats, and you're the one with the seatless pants right now.
Do you want to do the Tesla one? That we're not sure about.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because you can start. Because I'll start reading the article, and then we'll play the video after, I guess.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. And we've heard this already, you know, Tesla detecting different things. Jeff actually sent this to me. He thought it was interesting. So this updated
You buy a
article.
Tesla, you get a ghost box with it.
Yes, you buy a Tesla, you get a ghost box, a ghost box.
Box and SLL camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
The Tesla is currently one of the most popular and tech-laden EV brands that primarily boasts of its self-driving capabilities, assisted by sensors. However, a recent video that surfaced on the internet hints at a hidden feature of the Tesla that you will not find in the catalogs. Apparently, Tesla also has a sixth sense and can spot spirits too. And another article I was reading was saying that some of the cars are autonomously or like on their own turning into graveyards. Like the car will just go into a graveyard and then these things show up.
Nice.
Yeah. So the video that raised eyebrows on the internet and creeped out the driver. I don't think it creeped out the driver. These people are ghost hunters. Creeped out the driver of the EV shows a car static near a cemetery. At first, the camera pans out to show the location, which is a completely empty area except for dozens of graves. The camera then focuses on the information screen in the car that displays any objects or people in the way detected by sensors. And to the driver's surprise, the Tesla starts displaying a person moving and changing directions rapidly. The driver was flabbergasted as the location, Westside Cemetery in California. Oh, I have to check this place out. Taft in California, where the car was parked, was deserted. Take a look at the video here. In the comments section of the YouTube clips, many users call the Tesla car Ghost Rider, referring to Cage's 2007 film. The video also touched upon various social media platforms, including Reddit, where it garnered myriad reactions from people who watched the clip. One user wrote, "Looks like the ghost is dancing on its own grave." One user lanced a comment with a quite clever pun. The comment read, "There are software bugs, and then there are grave errors." Another stated, "Looks like your Tesla is harvesting spirits." This is not the first time that such a glitch has created buzz on the internet. Another video surfaced last year in October where a group of friends were left screaming as they were driving through the dark streets next to a cemetery, and their Tesla displayed a human on screen. When they saw the surroundings, there was nobody except a grave. And that's where, you know, it started saying, well, maybe it's mapping that out. And that's what I was wondering with this is it like an SLS camera when you see a coat rack and it will mistakenly sometimes, you know, map that as a human. But when you're watching this, you're going to see that what you're seeing is down the road. These things are just jumping out and crossing the empty road. It's not really marking anything on the actual gravestones. Most of it's happening in the empty ways, like they're crossing the street. So you guys check it out. It's like a couple minutes and let us know what you think could be going on.
That's true. Whoa.
Yeah, it turned out just a little bit.
I don't know what that was. That was some craziness. Okay, let me get back to it now because my computer just had like some sort of chaotic diarrhea fit. Okay, let's try this again.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We are headed into Greenwood Cemetery. This is in Orlando, Florida, and claimed to be a haunted cemetery. So we're going to see what activity we can see on the monitor, and we'll see. Greenwood Cemetery is the first and the oldest in Orlando. Visitors often report seeing ghosts, hearing the sound of children laughing and playing. Some even have strange sensations, saying they can actually feel tugging on their clothes as if children are trying to get their attention.
Seeing a couple of people here on the display.
Oh, look at all these people.
There's a lot of people. A lot of spirits here.
A lot of activity in this area. I did the video in slow motion so you could see the guy on his motorcycle, and also there's someone on the bike, and there's a lot of activity going on, a lot of different spirits in this area. There's look.
Right here you have a lot of
There's a dog.
military
Look.
veterans
There's 2 dogs.
that are buried. It's picking up a lot of activity around here. There's somebody walking his dog right up here somewhere.
Look at that. Wow. Look, it's going crazy again. Look, there's someone on a bike.
Somebody's right in front of the car.
Wow.
A couple of people. Right here.
Look, babe, someone just walked out in front of the car. Let me back it up. Watch. See if I can see it again. Yeah, watch. But do it on the screen though, because watch, it's gonna walk right in front of the car.
Oh yeah. A lot of people around here.
Spirits.
Spirits. Yeah, right in the middle of the road.
This area. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We are headed into Greenwood Cemetery. This is in Orlando, Florida, and
I don't know why it stopped at the end there. Was that the end?
Yeah, that was the end. And I cut off her name. Debbie, I think, was asking.
Yeah, oh man, this video is giving me hell.
hey guys, welcome to my channel.
It's over now. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Is it mapping things incorrectly, or what do you think?
Well, it's obviously mapping something, whether it's correct or incorrect or there or not there. It's obviously mapping something. That's pretty weird.
I mean, is it complete? I mean, if it's not happening while they're driving like down their own street, are they seeing like dogs and motorcycles and different things?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that would be a major, like,
Glitch.
Yeah. If it's happening everywhere. If it's only happening in the cemetery, that's kind of strange.
Makes me want to go try one out.
Yeah. You know, I get the cryptocurrency going, and I said, hey, if I ever, hit it big, I'm going to buy a Tesla, but I'm definitely not hitting it big lately with crypto.
It would be cool though to incorporate a ghost box with it too, because like if it starts talking, you're like, okay, can you appear? And then all of a sudden it shows up in front of you on your sensor, like
Yeah.
and says it on the box. You know what I mean? There's a
Yep.
lot of things we could do with that.
No doubt. Yeah. I saw somebody commenting on this one, and speaking of Tesla and doing weird things, seeing weird things on their screen, here's another autonomous car that driverless car is pulled over by police and then does a runner on them. Sorta. The media, they always make the headlines out to sound a little more, enticing than they actually are. But police in San Francisco recently pulled over a vehicle only to find out there was nobody driving in the driver's seat. The bizarre incident, which was captured on video, saw cops pull over a red and white autonomous car vehicle owned and operated by local firm Cruise in San Francisco. The footage shows one of the officers walk up to the vehicle, which was stopped for not having its headlights on, and peer inside, only to discover there's nobody in there at all. As he walks away, the car can be seen pulling away from the sidewalk and driving down the road as if making a run for it, before stopping again with its hazard lights flashing. Our AV yielded to the police vehicle, then pulled over to the nearest safe location for a traffic stop, as intended, the company wrote in a statement on Twitter. An officer contacted Cruise personnel, and no citation was issued. We work closely with the San Francisco Police Department and how to interact with our vehicles, including a dedicated phone number for them to call, just for situations like this. So it's like if your driverless car gets pulled over, like for running a stop sign or not having headlights on or whatever. I mean, who gets the ticket? It's like you weren't driving it, but is the owner of the car get the ticket, or does the maker of the car get the ticket? It brings up a lot of questions.
I heard this one and I thought the same thing. Like, well, here's a whole other new.
Yeah, it's like adding another 10 dozen problems to the situation. I'd be like, hey, I wasn't driving. It's a stupid car's fault. Give the car a ticket. Give the maker a ticket. Who gets the ticket? I don't know. Apparently, it's going to be an issue, because the cars are going to do some things they're not supposed to.
They're going to be having a lot of issues with. I mean, this is a whole brand new thing that has been around for a while, but it, really hasn't. As far as
yeah, I mean, like when the first driverless car runs somebody over and kills them. Is it going to be,
whoever's driverless car? I guess it would be.
Yeah. Are you going to be, they come and arrest you for manslaughter or murder or whatever? Attempted manslaughter?
See, I think it would be different if it's one of the cars that have auto drive or autopilot where you can like click it into whatever and take your feet off. But you are still a human being that can hit the brake if you have to.
Yeah.
Then if you hit somebody, I'd say it's probably going to be your fault. But if these are just these taxis and like robot, no people involved at all.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be Tesla's problem.
Yes.
I don't know where else the buck is going to land.
It's got to be somebody's problem. I mean, you can't just have cars running people over. Shit happens. Sorry.
God, wait till hackers get into it,
I mean, this is a whole another Pandora's can of worms right here.
Mm-hmm. And now they're coming out with the first electric airplanes, and they're good.
Flying some bitches get in the air.
And you know how I feel about that.
You're going to be wrecking, and then, if you're on the ground and you wreck, that's one thing. But if you're in the air and you wreck, then that shit falls to the ground. And, well, it's probably going to kill somebody else, too.
And they say, "Oh, but wouldn't you feel safer with a robot than with a person that could stab or rape you?" I'd rather take my chances with a human I can fight against and get out of the car than something that's going to lock me into it and I have
Exactly.
no fighting chance in hell.
Just lock you in and drive off a cliff with you in the
Just
car.
fly me up.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know. There's a lot of cool technology, but I think when we give up our whatever the word is I'm looking for, our right to, manner. When you're in a car, like I'm going down I-95 the other day and I got the cruise control on. I mean, my car is pretty much sort of driving itself. My foot's not on the gas pedal or anything. I'm just hauling ass doing 80 down I-95. And I'm thinking, God, man, I'm just like in a flying bullet right now. I'm not even doing anything.
Cruise control has always even like tripped me out. Like,
Yeah.
I use it, but it trips me out. In fact, I haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah. I just always think about it, I'm like, sometimes I'll just be cruising and I'll just tap the brake just to make sure it works,
Uh-huh.
Because I'm like, what if it stops working, and I'm just stuck at 80?
Or something gets locked.
Yeah. I don't know. People so easily give up their control for convenience.
Mm-hmm.
It worries me.
Or just for the cool factor.
Yeah. It's like right now, if you lose the remote control to your TV, you're just like, oh, screw it. I'm not watching TV. Got to get up and change the channel or something. Half the time you can't even.
Pretty much you can't even do that.
Yeah.
You kind of need like 2 remotes.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Well, what do I got next? I have. Ooh, and you know how I feel about these devices. Well, this isn't Alexa and all that. And yes, there are Ring cameras, on the house. Everybody in the damn neighborhoods, everybody's got a Ring camera now.
I don't have a Ring camera. I've been thinking about getting one, though.
They are, I have to say, they are nice, like for keeping track of stuff outside. Now, again, like I always say, anything that's a computer can be hacked. And putting the Ring, and I see the Ring camera as more of an outdoor security, not something I would have in the house as indoor security. Like Jeff, we had the cameras and like it was like a Big Brother house. Yeah. But not ones that could talk back, and we were in control of everything. This one, they had it in a child's room, and then you can play the video after because you can actually see the kid pointing at the camera and having a reaction to it. And then the mom gives like a update after. Little boys claim that a strange voice has been speaking to him through his Ring camera, has TikTok parents freaking out. Mom, Fran, gained over 14.9 million views and nearly 10,000 comments when she uploaded the unsettling security video to her account. While we've seen scary surveillance footage go viral before, this family's Ring experience has had some people side-eyeing their own in-home security cameras. In the video, Fran's husband is seen putting their 3-year-old son to bed. The dad leans in to give his little boy a kiss, then turns to leave the room. But that's when his son begins to fret and point to the camera. Up there, Daddy, he says in Spanish. The dad goes to the camera and asks, "This? You don't want it. Why?" "Because talking," the little boy replies. "At night?" the dad asks. When the little boy confirms, Dad calls Fran to come in the room. Junior is saying that the camera is talking to him at night, he says. Immediately, Fran enters and begins asking their son follow-up questions. This is talking, she asks, pointing to the camera. Their son confirms. What is it saying, she asks. It's saying, want ice cream? The boy replies. Is it a girl or a boy? Fran asks. A boy, their son replies. However, this is not the first time their 3-year-old has made such claims, as evidenced by prior TikTok videos. But after her son's latest claims, the parents wasted no time in removing the camera from his bedroom. According to another video from Fran, and I didn't look through her account, after a phone call with customer service, they were advised to change their Ring passwords and two-factor authenticity. The two-factor. We take. This is what she's going to say, so I'm not going to say it all. TikTokers were completely creeped out by the unsettling footage. Poor baby. You can tell in his voice that he's scared and he doesn't want that happening anymore, somebody commented. Well done to you both listening and validating him. So important, another user wrote. Proud of that kid for speaking up. You're great parents. Okay, kid didn't speak up. The kid's scared and is saying, yo, that thing's talking to me. And
Keeps
so if you
asking
want,
ice cream and never gives me any.
yeah, so if you want to play it, you can see the whole thing play out, and then the mom will explain her feedback from customer service, which is a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be pretty weird to have voices coming out of your Ring camera or your security camera in the middle of the night.
Yeah, like Alexa, when that guy was pleasing himself, and then the Alexa starts giggling and laughing.
Yeah. What are you wearing right now? Can you move a little to the left?
These security cameras anymore.
Caliente, como debajo de una sábana. Papi, look! Oh no! ¿Qué? What happened? ¿Con qué? La cama. He just took me. ¿Ah? Look, arriba! Oh no! He fell on me. Does that talk? Yeah, he talks. What did he say? He said talk to me.
See, he didn't say anything about ice cream and all the other stuff. And so that's when I clicked the comment to see that was the end of it. And then I had seen there was another video attached to it.
Yes, we took the camera out of his room. Here's the Ring camera that was in his room. And I have some emails from the Ring company, the Ring support, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So this is the email that they sent me after I called them, basically saying that they need to escalate the situation to another team and they will contact me after they do more investigation. So they called me the very next day and they told me that they couldn't find any suspicious activity in my account. They also suggest that I change my password and I do this 2-step authentication, which I did. But here's the receipt of my conversation with the employee. And something that he didn't add in this email, and he told me, it was that my kid was probably just hearing voices or hearing me and my husband talking, or maybe the TV was too loud, which we have the TV downstairs, and he sleeps upstairs. But yeah, he basically was saying that it was probably my kid just hearing things, that he didn't believe it was a hacker. I asked him if he could go back and see the videos where my baby is telling us that someone is talking on the camera, but this guy told us that they cannot review any footage of their customers. so he couldn't go back and watch the videos for himself. And I really wanted him to see the videos so he could take it a little bit more seriously. So yeah, if any of you has a suggestion of what should I do with the camera, obviously I took it out of his room. I'm not gonna put it back again. Um, they the ring company didn't ask me if I wanted to send the camera back, or they didn't call me to do any follow-up questions or anything. So if you guys have any advice of what should I do next, they you can leave it in the comments. And keep your babies safe. Believe them when they tell you something.
So that is complete bullshit what he's saying. That's a loophole. No, cannot look at people's private stuff through their cameras and this and that. If they sent them a clip and there's a security risk, yes, they can look at that.
Yep.
It's the way that they can view the footage. And so he's bullshitting her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
So I think she just happened to get hacked and someone was messing with the kid. And see, that's why I was always glad my parents believed me when I said stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, is it possible? You know, he was just hearing things? Sure. But, you know, no. I mean, chances are.
He's pointing right at the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, and okay, the parents could have set all this up for views. They could say, "Here, baby, you want ice cream?" Then pretend it, pretend your camera's, they could train kids to do whatever they want. But I don't believe that kid was making that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely believe that there's a hacker that's just being a creep, you know. Hey, want some candy? Want some ice cream, little kid? You know.
Because people have already been doing this like forever. Like there was a woman who lived in a place, and that's why you never have the two-way where it can talk back to you feature, because they were in this apartment and the landlord had it set up, and they would actually say things or do things, and that's kind of how they got caught, because he screwed up one time and actually said something through it. When they were actually looking, they were able to find the camera and found him. But people are able to hack this kind of stuff and do this kind of stuff a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't trust this shit.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to get, full on security system and all, but I'm pretty leery about having cameras in the house.
Well, there's good ones, and I'd say talk to Jeff. There's good cameras, and there's ways to get around not being attached to companies. Like if you, instead of it like going through and having it ring the police, this and that, like if it's on your own server, it rings your own phone. Like when stuff goes, you're in control then check, your alarm goes off, then you would look at the phone, see what's going on, then you call the police yourself. Like it's more to do on your own, but then there's no way for them to get to you.
Yeah.
There was a time when we were being hacked before he swapped it over, where they were watching me through the computer. They tried to pull one of those, "Oh, you've got a Trojan. Do you want us to pay to take it off?" type bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, as I was talking to them on the phone, I could see them disabling things, and I realized what they were doing. So I started unplugging stuff and breaking it down while I had them on the phone. It was when Yahoo was actually working with Twitter. It was this whole thing, okay?
Yeah.
They were the same customer service, but it was so creepy because as I'm going up and down the hallways, they're watching me on the cameras and we're saying stuff. Like they knew exactly where I was hiding in the house. They knew exactly what I was doing.
Jeez.
Then you have those locks that you can open with your door with your phone, so
Yeah.
anybody could then see where you are, unlock your door. Like, just, I do not like all this giving your control over to computers.
Yeah, like I said earlier, giving your control over for convenience, to make things easier for your life or a complete freaking nightmare for your life, one or the other.
And I know I complain about this stuff all the time. I'm the tinfoil hat wearing, woke doomsday preaching, yeah, but I just don't trust this stuff.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna go with your yeah. I like your salad, yeah. Yeah, because there's some crazy people out there in the world. You think we're crazy? You think we're weird? Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Wolfie, they've been talking about hacking the power grids for a while.
Yep.
Anything can be hacked.
That's for sure. Like those non-driverless cars. Well, now there's a declassified data that reveals interstellar object hit Earth in 2014.
Ooh.
What was that big boom we heard? Nothing to see here. Move along. Oh, yeah. Well, we forgot about this. New data released by U.S. Space Command has confirmed a close encounter with an interstellar visitor. It turns out that the fast-moving fireball, which exploded over Papua New Guinea 8 years ago, actually originated from outside our solar system. That is, at least according to a new memo released by the U.S. Space Command and based on a study conducted in 2019. The meteorite, which measured only 0.45 meters across, hit our planet's atmosphere at 130,000 miles an hour. Given its trajectory and high speed, scientists argue it's 99% certain that it came from the deep interior of planetary system or a star in the thick disk of the Milky Way galaxy. At the time, there was still some uncertainty because a portion of the data was classified, but now the analysis has been deemed sufficiently accurate to confirm an interstellar trajectory. What's particularly interesting, having a hard time saying that word, rented lips again, interested in this revelation is that the object predates the discovery of, here's that word again. My. Yeah, I'm butchering it. Once I say it, I can say it, but if I don't say it right, then I butcher it every time. A long space rock discovered in 2017 that was, up until now, considered to be the first confirmed detection of an object visiting our solar system from interstellar space. While it's possible that shards of the newly revealed meteorite might be found on the seafloor, the chances of actually finding them are exponentially small given its size and the scale of the area. Still, the fact that it's the first known interstellar visitor that it may have actually collided with the Earth is certainly an intriguing twist and suggests that such objects be quite common in our solar system. So yeah, basically they were saying it's a, chunk of rock that came from deep space and collided with the Earth. To be quite honest, I'm surprised more of them don't collide with the Earth all the time. And with the amount of space junk that we're steadily collecting up there, it's just going to be raining space junk on us one of these days.
It's not funny, but it's raining, man.
It's raining space poopy. It's some space poopy, man.
It's got some space garbage up there. Dirt. Just to break it up a little bit. And I put this little video together to cut out the news clips of it. They had pictures too, but the video says so much more. Okay, so a man pees on snacks at a gas station after his credit card gets declined.
What?
Yeah, this was from a few weeks ago. So his credit card gets declined. They decide they're going to do the Macarena. Pisses all over the rack of stuff, the snacks. Then starts grabbing a bunch of the snacks. Even bends down and picks up soiled snacks. Runs out, gets in the car, and moons them on the way out.
Wow.
all because his card got declined. A man redefined urinal cake. A man redefined urinal cake when he peed on a rack of snacks at a Detroit gas station over a declined credit card. Revolting video shows. Cops in Detroit posted footage on social media of the suspect relieving himself on a snack rack at a gas station early Sunday after a credit card was declined. The shocked clerk then started filming the mayhem as the man literally took aim as he left the AMCO. The censored clip shows the suspect standing by the door while urinating on the snacks as two other friends cheer him on and smile for the recording clerk. "We're gonna do the Macarena," the urinating man said at one point. The suspect then asked the clerk if the gas station was part of the Detroit program called Project Greenlight. Because he goes, "Is that on Greenlight?" Which the people said, yes, it is. Which cops monitor cameras at city businesses. Detroit police later confirmed that it was offering a $750 reward for information leading to the urinating man and his two accomplices. The cigarette hanging out of his mouth on this. On this.
What is wrong with people?
Oh God, I can't. The man who relieved himself then grabbed a handful of snacks, including some he soaked with his own urine, before walking out of the gas station. He mooned the clerk while getting into a car. A tipster who saw the disgusting footage reached out to cops who identified the man, police told the Post Wednesday. A detective has spoken with the three suspects, and they're in the process of making arrangements to turn themselves into authorities. The tipster will receive the $750 reward. He declined to say what charges the suspects will face. It'll be up to prosecutors. Regular customers at the gas station, meanwhile, said they couldn't believe what they saw. And, they're all talking what they said. And another guy, he's sure to avoid buying any snacks at the AMCO for some times. He says, "I can't buy my chips for 2 weeks," he quiped. So, yes.
These
Roll
chips,
that beautiful
pissing footage.
urinal cake.
What in the hell's wrong with people? I'm just baffled by idiots in the world today. Wow.
I muted it all out because I didn't want to get us flagged for nothing.
I'm going to piss on these chips and then I'm going to steal them. And then you're going to look at my ass on the way out the driveway.
Christina says, "No, not the Little Debbie's."
Exactly. Wow.
So,
Yeah,
and he still got his stuff. Card was declined.
Yeah, and whose fault was that? It's probably because his ass was broke. Yep.
Zach says, "R. Kelly would be so proud."
Exactly. Damn.
Tommy, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Wow.
It's just then they taunt knowing police are watching on it, and it's like, "Oh, we're gonna put on a show." He's got his cigarette hanging out, pissing on the chips.
They need that when they get caught, they need that judge that we have here in Polk County, Florida. So you mean to tell me you're the ones that were pissing on the snacks, huh?
You have an awesome judge.
We got a special lunch for you knuckleheads. You're gonna love it.
We need lots more judges like him.
Yep. He doesn't play.
No.
And he has an arrest and he makes a story out of it for YouTube. It's awesome. It's like story time with great judge.
Jenna says, "I guess he was pissed off."
Yeah.
"I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on.
Pissing on the snacks. What did the snacks do? Was it the snacks' fault that his card was declined?
He still got the snacks.
He took them, like pissed on them and then took them.
Yeah.
I'm marking these as my own.
I
Wild animal.
mean, I'm not saying, drugs or alcohol were involved, but anybody in their right mind, I don't know.
He must have really had to piss bad because, I mean, me personally, it's like, sometimes like, things just take a minute to get going. He was just like, I'm just going to whip it out and pee on him right now. He was cocked and locked and ready to piss, I guess. Oh,
Yes.
geez. Now I'm rhyming.
No comment there.
Yep. Well, there's this weird one. What?
Oh, Lori.
What? The blue blazes? Yeah, rubbing poop on the wall? No. One of my old girlfriends used to work at a convenience store, and every night she'd come home with a new story about what happened. She had a guy die in the bathroom. That was a good one. Well, there's this one. Aerial anomaly over Alaska sparks UFO speculation. It says residents took to social media to share photographs of an anonymous cloud-like trail over Lazy Mountain, resembling a long, spiraling shaft of cloud or plume from some sort of rocket. The phenomenon was first sighted by locals Thursday morning around 7 a.m. When photographs started appearing online, not photographers, social media users were left speculating over what it could have been. Theories include a UFO, a satellite, a volcanic eruption, even a missile connected to the current conflict in the Ukraine. So numerous were reports that Alaska state troopers in the Alaska Rescue Coordination Center began coordinating a potential rescue operation in the event that there had been a plane crash. A rescue helicopter, which flew over the region, however, reported finding nothing on the ground. There have been no reports of overdue aircraft or ELT activations, including an aircraft crash, Alaska state troopers stated. An investigation later indicated that the phenomenon could have been the contrail of an airplane. Move along, nothing to see. Further investigation revealed that a large commercial jet was flying in that area prior to the time that the photos and video were taken. Troopers believe that the photos and the videos showed a contrail from a commercial jet combined with the rising sun, which together cause a unique atmospheric sight. I don't know. That's a pretty weird looking contrail.
And it's weird that, okay, the troopers went out there and they're like, okay, we investigated. There was nothing here. There was no craft crashing. And yeah, there did happen to be a jet about this time when the pictures were taken. But it was the next day. And they're troopers. And like, what are they really going to come up with? Or unless they actually saw a crashed
We
craft.
saw a blue jay out there about this time. And there was a small fox running around.
So it makes me wonder, that just sounds like one of those perfectly tied up excuses for not to send. Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a broken off crap at the bottom of it, or like the muzzle of my. It's like weird the way this bottom part just breaks off. And I look at chemtrails all the time.
Yeah.
That is very weird looking to me, I think.
Yeah, that ain't no damn contrail. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Don't
And there's been more of them. People are like noticing this stuff a lot more now. Another foil hat Jamie thing. But a lot of people are noticing a lot more of the Skyriders lately. That's an awfully big one, though.
Yeah. And, it's weird that it just has, if it was just one stream of whatever, that's one thing. This, like looks like it has tentacles or something on the bottom of it. You know?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and Captain D, when Jason was talking about it, I said, like, what if it was a group of jets? And then I thought about, because I don't know how big the girth of this thing really is, or
Yeah.
what, but like when the Blue Angels fly and they fly in formation, and I watch that all the time, you see all of their trails and they get pretty close. And if it's wind, if it's enough in the air, you kind of see them coming together, maybe like that. But that still doesn't look right to me. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even say that's a group of like military jets flying together.
Yeah, that's weird.
And contrails usually disappear pretty quick.
Yep.
So, strange things in our skies.
Weirdness.
Yeah, see? Christina sees it. I really believe they're putting a lot of chemicals in our air, and that's why we don't have bees and such anymore. Okay. So, after the man peeping on the snacks, we've got a ghost hunter. Says she captured a ghost of a teen killed in a motorcycle crash in 1945. And so we've got a couple blurry pictures where it looks like, I think she tried to enhance it with the filter. Ghost hunter Rachel Parsons believes she's caught a ghost of a woman killed in a 1945 footage shot during a live stream from a haunted road near an RAF base. During her visit to a haunted road, Rachel Parsons, 49, was searching for potential locations for spirits when she heard a tale about Catherine Bystock, who died during the Second World War. Known as the Metheringham Lass, the 19-year-old was killed in a crash near an RAF base. Over the years, there have been several sightings, and I wish they would have given us a picture of the actual girl that we're comparing this to.
Yeah.
When she heard a tale about her dying in the Second World War. Over the years, there's been several sightings of a young woman reportedly seen crying in the middle of the road. And now Rachel says she has eerie footage showing Catherine's skeletal face, which appeared at the same time they heard tapping on their car window. Rachel, who leads her group, says, I believe we caught Catherine. I know there are skeptics out there, but this is my line of work. As part of our team, we quite often go around places to look for potential locations for ghost sightings. So she said they were researching the area, heard about it, parked up on the road, freezing conditions. We used a technique of a call out, Catherine, are you here? And relayed the story of Catherine Bystock. We had what we call cat balls. If someone taps the ball, they flash. We put one of those in front of the car. I pulled the window down and I said, if anybody's here, let us know. Then suddenly there was a massive thump on the car. This frightened us. As well as that, the ball on the front of the car started to flash. We were live streaming this at the time, and we could see that people had noticed the ghost. After returning home, she was flooded with messages about the sighting and reviewed the footage. She said she could see Catherine standing on the front of her car. She even added, it looks like she had her hand like she was holding a cigarette. You can even see her skeleton face. I've heard stories about people seeing her and asking for help. It was scary. I've been doing this for 20 years now. I didn't expect this. So yeah, she's the ghost hunter and believes that's what she got. It'd be nice again if we could have seen a clip of the live stream when this was happening and everything else, but
Well, that does answer one question. If it's an actual the ghost of this woman whose skull and she's holding a cigarette, can ghosts smoke in the afterlife? Well, maybe they can.
if they were always holding a cigarette and that was like their thing, or she was holding the cigarette on like the bike when she died, I could see her still holding the cigarette. Like, I'll be a ghost and probably look like I'm holding a vape in my hand. So it's just, I'm not giving out their name and all that because I don't know who they are, but I was just looking for ghost footage.
Yeah, it is an interesting picture for sure.
Has anybody, I don't even know what country that is. If it's out here. Mirdingham. I don't know. If anybody's familiar with this story or has had sightings of their own or pictures from this spot, send them in to us.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in situations where I've smelt smoke from a spirit, to be believed from the spirit. At the lighthouse, I've smelled Captain Peter Rasmussen's pipe. He smokes like a cherry tobacco, and just every once in a while you'll just get a whiff of it, in my old house. I'd be sitting there just, watching TV, and all of a sudden I'd smell cigarettes like somebody blew them in my face, like really strong. And then they'd be gone. And then it was usually followed by perfume smell.
This, to me, though, looks like matrixing, or like if dust came up or if there was like fog or moisture in the air. I wonder if that's like they just captured something and it's matrixing, making us, see that.
Yeah.
Because we really don't have anything to compare it to.
I mean, to me, it looks like a skull, eyes, nose, mouth, shoulders, arm sticking up, holding a cigarette or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Hard to tell when there's nothing else to compare it to.
Wow.
And if I wasn't rushed, I could have looked some other stuff up to go with it, but
all blurry.
I was behind.
Speaking of weird critters, how's this for a weird critter? Weird creature. Fisherman catches bizarre baby dragonfish. I would, if I pulled this up out of the water, I would be going, what in the hell? I ain't touching that thing.
What in the hell?
What the tarnation? What in the Betty Crocker butt banging
Bucket.
Yeah.
Of balls.
This unusual looking specimen was recently fished up in the Norwegian Sea by fisherman Roman Fetstorff. Yeah. Sporting large cartoon eyes, a pointy snout, lizard-like fins, and a long tail, this remarkable sea creature is the latest in a series of unusual discoveries shared by Fedortov's Instagram page. Fedortsovs. There you go. Unsurprisingly, since being posted online, the images attracted a large number of comments, with social media users speculating on what type of creature it could really be. Many agreed that it looked like one of the baby dragons from the hit fantasy series Game of Thrones. Damn. According to Associate Professor Ian Tibbets from the Queensland University School of Biological Sciences, however, this intriguing specimen does at least have a conventional explanation. In fact, it's what's known as a chimera, or sometimes a ghost shark, or a ratfish. They fly through the water using their large pectoral fins, and they generally live in the deep, deep, deep sea below 200 meters. He told Yahoo News, "This one, however, does not appear to be too healthy. Looks kind of slightly dead," said Tibbetts. "I imagine it came up from deep water trawling as on a research vessel." So supposedly has a theory of what it is and how it came to be caught up in a net. But I gotta say, man, it's pretty damn weird looking. If you were to pull something like that up, I'd be like, nope, not touching that one. You know, that was gonna bite you, shock you, pee on you, transform you into a hermit crab, or what? I ain't touching that thing, man.
Go ahead, just get the hook out, stick your finger in there.
Yeah, Debbie says he's kind of cute.
I know. I would give him a little kiss on his little snout.
Oh, hell
and then
no.
put him back in his little merry way.
I'd put him right back where he came from. Yep.
Yeah, I would after giving him a little kiss.
And
I always would kiss my fish before I put him back.
Yeah, I'll kiss the fish, but this ain't no damn normal fish, man. You kiss this, your lips are going to turn into like, I don't know what.
Like if I kiss a frog, I'm going to get warts.
No, he'll turn into a prince. I know that story. I don't know. I'm not kissing this thing though.
I would.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's go fishing.
All right. Just because he's might be ugly.
I'm just worried about, like, you know,
funk
or like poisonous spines. Like my lips burning for like a century or something.
Yeah, I've gotten stuck by some spines.
Yeah.
That is no bueno.
Put this one in the category of monkeys with me. Nope, I'm gonna pass on them.
Okay, what do I got? I'm gonna pull up
Fish
my
cooties.
YouTube channel. Fish cutes.
Fish cooties.
I've got fish cooties. Okay. This is a way this man decided to try to make some money. A man in Germany gets 90 COVID-19 shots so he can sell the forged passes.
This man is gonna die soon.
If we could do the, like Andy on Watch What Happens, you know, the Mossel and the Jackhole of the Day, this guy gets Jackhole of the Year.
Even Biden's down here in the corner going, no, man, no.
Even Fauci. Oh shit, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Berlin, a 60-year-old man allegedly had himself vaccinated against COVID-19 dozens of times in Germany in order to sell forged vax cards with real vaccine batch numbers to people not wanting to get the vax themselves. The man from the eastern Germany city, whose name was not released in line with German privacy rules, is said to have received up to 90 shots against COVID-19 at vaccination centers in the eastern state for months until criminal police caught up with him this month. The suspect was not detained.
I'm curious to see if he gets COVID.
Right. The suspect was not detained, but is under investigation for unauthorized issuance of vax cards and documents. Or I just wonder, like, what's fallen off of him, or is he, gonna?
This guy's gonna be in
the worst of the side effects.
Yeah.
He was caught at a station when he showed up for a shot for the second day in a row. The police confiscated several blank cards from him and initiated the criminal proceedings. It wasn't clear what the impact of approximately 19 shots of COVID vax, which were from different brands, had on the man's health. German police have conducted many raids I mean, shoot, they say you mix and match them up, right?
JL says he's gonna be looking like that fish soon.
Who said that?
Janice. Oh shit. Yeah, he probably is.
Oh shit. So yeah, they talk about why people, do or don't. Uh, and then more about it. But yeah, 90 shots. 90 shots.
Man, I
He
can't
must
imagine going on.
really.
Can't imagine what's happening inside that guy's body. He's a human lab rat.
And I hate to say it, but I probably would buy one of his cards from him.
I turned down going to a concert last night because of that. They were like, "Oh, you either have to have a proof of vaccination or a proof of negative COVID card." I'm like, "Fuck, I don't want to see him that bad for all that hassle. Screw it."
I had a follow-up doctor's appointment. I haven't been in the doctor's office since one time since COVID came out because the doctor went remote. I had to come in last week. So I go in there and I see at the front desk, and I, pulled on a brand new paper mask because I'm going into the hospital and I'm like, I don't want any funk from in there, even though I haven't been wearing it, out and about. So I put on a new paper one, and then Ryan's like, here, he hands me a paper mask. Can you put this one on, or you could put it over the one you have? And I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. So I put on another, second, threw that away, put that on. And then I'm looking at the sign, and it's like, they don't ask if the patients have been vaccinated, but the sign says if you're accompanied with somebody, they have to show proof of being vaccinated to sit in the waiting room. And, people have to go in with wheelchairs and help people. So they don't say we have to be to go in there.
Yeah.
But people waiting in the patient area has to show it. It just does not make sense to me.
None of that shit makes sense to me. And Debbie's smart. She hadn't been to the doctor in 7 years.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I only go for follow-ups for my insurance for my reasons.
My doctor now is like, I don't know what's going on with her. She used to be really good. I used to really like this lady. She was Egyptian, and she would spend time with you and ask you all kinds of questions, and you could ask her anything, and it's really cool. And the last few times I went, just turned into a name and a number, just in and out. What are you here for? To get my prescription refilled? Okay, give them $85, and they give me my prescriptions every 3 months. I haven't been to her now in at least, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, so she started like that even before?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay, I was gonna say because a lot of doctors are checking out.
But yeah, now she's she's refilled my prescriptions without having me come in, and I don't think she's a doctor anymore. I think she turned into
That's like what my guy is. He's off center, but he can still refill stuff.
Yeah. She's doing laser hair removal and all kinds of shit like that.
Everything's so screwed up.
Yeah. So I guess basically is what I'm saying is I don't have a doctor anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that plane too. I'm having to leave this guy, which I'm not sad about, but I don't like the hassle of all my records having to start over again.
Yeah.
Because of my conditions.
Yeah, like I was telling you, how bad my skin had gotten, and I've been out of the medication that I take for my psoriasis and stuff. And so I made an appointment at the CVS walk-in clinic. I was going to go in there and talk to her, and she could give me a prescription for it. And I had called 2 days before to have my prescription, or I should say CVS called to have my prescription filled. And I'm like, she's not going to do it. She doesn't give a shit about me. Well, I go in there, and lo and behold, she had filled my prescriptions and gave me like 3 more refills. It's like, don't bother me here. I'll give you 3 extra refills. Don't bug me unless you want some hair laser removed. I don't know. Weird.
Mine didn't want to be a doctor when he was my doctor. So he took the first, he's like a little turtle. He took the first chance to go hide when he could. And MFer, man, can't even keep a goddamn video chat appointment. Ryan calls, Dr. Eaton would like you to see you on your. So I get it all set up. He cancels on me in the morning 3 times.
Wow.
So then I was supposed to get my prescription filled, and they sent 4 days worth, which screws up my insurance because they think they've already filled. Well, because he wants to see you and he hasn't been able to see you. I'm like, well, you don't go screw with someone's medicine because he's like 3 months out now.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I'm coming. I said, when is he going to be in? I will be there Friday. The doctor just got, he's like, okay. I let them know that you're going to come in. And I went and saw him and stuff. And he's like, I'm trying to move away from being a doctor and all this. But
how's that helping me?
Yeah. I hate having anxiety every time just to go deal with doctor stuff. Anyway.
Has your anxiety been acting up? Yeah, every time I got to come see you.
And that's exactly what I told him.
Yep, exactly. Well, speaking of doctors and surgical procedures and weird things for Weird Wednesday, I get to blame this on Wolfie again. He sent me this. So I'm going to share it with everybody. And the picture and the headline pretty much says it all. Yep. Dummy shoves a 4-pound dumbbell in his anus, needs emergency surgery 2 days later. A dumbbell, a barbell, up his butt. Why? I don't know. It's a growing fascination with people stuffing things up their buttocks. I suppose. I don't know. He wants to hear about, a rocket going to space from NASA when you can hear about a Brazilian man who had to undergo emergency surgery after reportedly shoving a dumbbell up his rear end during an ill-advised attempt at self-gratification. Nothing about this sounds gratifying to me. A case study dealing with the exercise and stupidity was published last week in the I can't even read it. The International Journal of Surgery case reports. The unidentified 54-year-old patient had reported to a hospital in the city of Manaus. I don't know how to say this word. After failing to extract a 4.4-pound metal weight from his rectum that had been there for 2 days. Oh, good God. What the hell is wrong with people these days? The report said he experienced a variety of symptoms following his sexercise, including cramping. No shit. Yeah, definitely no shit. Cramping, abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting in small volume, and even constipation. Really?
It looks like it's about to come out his belly button.
Oh my God. The dumbbell was 8 inches long and it weighed nearly 4.5 pounds. After an internal anal examination failed to reveal anything, doctors decided to scan the region with an x-ray. They discovered the 8-inch long dumbbell lodged in the intersection of the colon and the rectum like a cumbersome sex toy. While the patient was reportedly uncooperative during this procedure, doctors said the infiltration was of a sexual nature. Either way, they had to act fast to prevent the bumbbell. It's now not a dumbbell, it's a bumbbell. Hell, I lost my place now. From causing anal perforation or another severe injury. Unfortunately, surgeons had a difficult time removing the makeshift dildo from his derriere. I can't read anymore. Oh, man. They initially attempted to use tweezers, yeah, right, to lift the weight out of the pleasure seeker, who was sedated but couldn't get a good grip on it. Left with no other recourse, the team opted for manual extraction, which involved a surgeon.
He said infiltrated.
God, what is wrong with people? I would have just shot this son of a bitch and just buried him out and back.
And that's not a self-made dildo. He just straight took a dumbbell and shoved it in his ass. How round is that? Like if it's 8 inches long, and so that's like a little like a weight, like the girl weights.
Yeah, I guess
So
it took
like
the off.
the little like what's the girth on that?
I don't know. I'm crying over here. Good grief, Bumbill.
Bumbill.
Oh God, Whew. Man. Yeah, how do you explain that? Oh, I slipped and fell and it died. I drank too much. I woke up and my buddies did it. What's the excuse? Oh, man.
That he got caught shoving a dumbbell up his ass.
Yeah, man. Why? You know, I mean, I'm going to be honest. They make toys and stuff for this kind of thing.
Well, some people
That have a handle on it that, you know, it won't just get sucked into oblivion.
At least a little ring cap or something on it. Like a loop. But when you're in the heat of the moment, you know, sometimes people don't think all the way.
Wow. I've had some heated moments and I've never thought of shoving a dumbbell up my ass.
Well, that's the difference between you and a lot of society.
That's true, I guess. Oh, man.
Well, to go along with surgery, though this one is weird, not quite so intrusive. A Russian Popeye ignores death warning to undergo. So this dude wants to get an extreme alien face surgery.
Well, wait a minute. Let's take a look at what he looks like before the alien face surgery.
And he is a veteran, so thank you for your service.
And he does have Popeye arms.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's like that same kind of. I think he might have had the oil. Remember the guy with the boobs that would put that synthetic oil in him? I don't know if that's like the same kind of way he got those arms, but it looks like he's wearing water wings.
Yeah. He needs a corncob pipe, though. I'm just going to say. If you're going to be Popeye, you got to go full hardcore all the way Popeye.
Did you break the pictures down or did I send you the wrong one?
Oh, no, I got
Okay. So, warning, distressing images. A plastic surgery addict dubbed the Russian Popeye for his bulging bicep implants has gone under the knife again to make himself look like an alien. Doctors have repeatedly warned Russian Army vet Kirill, 25, that he could die in his quest to get fake Superman muscles. But he has decided to get further cosmetic treatment to bring his appearance in line with his lifelong dream of looking like an extraterrestrial. Now, extraterrestrials don't have... What kind of muscles did he want? They don't have bulging muscles.
I mean, you know, he's a good looking dude right here, you know? And he goes from there to here. Well,
Yeah,
does have a badass alien tattoo on him, though. So,
And his face does look like he's taken a few hits in a ring.
If you hit to something.
Oh, Superman muscles. Yeah, so aliens don't have Superman muscles. The former soldier branded a walking time bomb by medics, refused to get the giant lump of hardened petroleum jelly and dead muscle removed from his bicep, but did undergo an operation to remove his tricep implants. Now he has undergone surgery to change his visage and has boldly paraded his enlarged lips and cheekbones on social media while calling himself an ideally handsome male.
Sassy.
In a video, he admitted to having his lower jaw and forehead shaped and complimented his new look. I'm an ideally handsome male, he claimed in the clip. All stands out clearly. Lips, chin, cheekbones, forehead, nose is even, lower jaw. I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. He told his followers, I want to make an alien face. I have believed in aliens since I saw a UFO as a teenager. I know they exist and they are the most powerful race in the entire world. I feel like I'm going to them. Krill, who's nicknamed Bazooka in his homeland, has already had his fake triceps removed, but has so far ignored the advice to get rid of dangerous giant implants in his biceps. Oh dear. Surgeon warned him bluntly, the risk of complications in this case is very high, but inaction will not help the patient. Toxic substance in the body long term can complicate kidneys and lead to death. He confessed, I bulked up my arms when I was 20 due to my own stupidity. I didn't think about the consequences. He was initially persuaded to save his life and remove the implants by famous Russian WAG, W-A-G, Alana, a campaigner for victims of botched plastic surgery. After having the tricep surgery, he said he was very afraid about going under the knife to remove the hardened jelly from his biceps. Last year, a clip emerged showing a CT scan ahead of his surgery. His operation removed the petroleum jelly that hardened after being injected into his left arm. In the footage, he is shown bare-chested with a new tattoo on his bulging arm of his hero, communist leader Gen 80 something or other. He said at the time, soon I'll have a very complicated hard third surgery. I don't know how it'll end up. He admitted to going under the knife to get rid of his self-inflicted nightmare. He confessed, I bulked up my God forbid something happens to his nerve, can't remove his arms, he's scared, he really should have thought about this earlier. I blame myself, now I feel guilty. And people telling him put money aside for prosthetics. And anyhow, so yeah, he's feeling, remorse over not thinking ahead on this. But I guess the whole reshaping of his face, he's
cool.
not worried about maybe rethinking later. But he sees himself, as an ideally handsome male that way. And like I say to any woman, anybody, it's not for me, but if you want to do plastic surgery for yourself because it makes you feel better and you're doing it safely with the doctor, who's to say?
Yeah.
But pumping that stuff in your body,
no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, at least he's not sticking a dumbbell up his ass.
Or he hasn't gotten it stuck.
He fought ahead on that.
How do you think those Popeye arms got?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, go for it. Hope your face doesn't turn out like your arms.
Yeah.
Wowzers. But hey,
Oh.
what to say, you know?
And then I don't know if you have any more. The last one I had was just one I threw on there because I didn't know how much time that we were going to have. And it was at the bottom of my list.
The weird funeral home lobby.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
Yeah, but I can't follow it up after those last ones. It's boring.
No, what is it?
It's just about what is it? I don't even remember now. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? It's over here. It's over here in this folder with my name on it. Oh, it was just about the all civilian Axe One crew that arrived at the space station. Did anybody hear about that? Does that kind of thing make the news anymore?
I was waiting for them to go up, and I was going to watch when they did. Then I got scared because of the Challenger thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I just couldn't watch it.
Are they going to explode or what?
So I didn't get to read about it.
NASA's first foray into space tourism has gone without a hitch, with the crew of 4 new safely aboard the International Space Station, or the ISS for the cool kids. The mission, which launched Friday, saw 3 civilians and a former astronaut soar into the heavens from Florida's Kennedy Space Center aboard SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule. The crew included Canadian investor and philanthropist Mark Pathy, U.S. entrepreneur Larry Connor, and ex-Israeli Air Force pilot Ethan Stibb. They were joined by former NASA astronaut Michael Lopez Allegra, who served as a commander. The trip, which cost each crew member only $55 million each, has provided them with the opportunity to spend 10 days aboard the International Space Station. Hey, it's a vacation that you could pretty much say you're in the exclusive club. Screw the Mile High Club. You're in the International Space Station, dude. Hope they're not banging each other up there to claim that, though. Where the conduct of a number of scientific experiments and experience what it's like to live and work in space. Given the nature of the mission, there's been some debate over whether the crew will be considered genuine astronauts. Hey, I would just say they're genuine astronauts if they're up there on the space station.
Did they fly a rocket in a rocket to get up there? Are they in space? Come on.
Yeah.
They said Bezos was an astronaut, didn't they?
Yeah, but then I think they took it away.
Oh.
But it says, will they be genuine astronauts or will they simply be deemed space tourists? The journey is certainly different to the typical suborbital offerings of Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic. This mission is very different from what you may have heard in the same of the recent, especially suborbital missions, said Lopez Allegra. We are not space tourists. I think there's an important role for space tourism, but it's not what Axiom is about. So I don't know. They're up there on the space station. They flew there in a rocket, and
they're working.
Yeah, they're helping with experiments and all, even though they paid $55 million a piece to get there. I would say there's money in that job.
And Blue Origin is a story I'm doing next week, though. But Blue Origin has a new, you know how they were having the rockets that would go to the atmosphere, you know, then take you back. Yeah. They have another thing that's kind of interesting that would be kind of fun, I think. But we're going to save that one for next week.
Yeah, there's the picture of them. They're, you know, spacing it.
Yeah, they are. And yeah, I'm glad you guys made it. Say our space station's falling apart.
What I want to know is our guy that's up there with the Russian cosmonauts. Did he come back yet? Because you know, the head of the Russian space program,
I don't know.
He was like, screw him. We're leaving him there. You know.
I remember now. I forgot, and now I remember.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna hold the record for the longest stay on the space station, which I think it was 355 days. It may be well past that now if he's still there, but so
it's not like a rocket. If he was still there, he could have came back.
I wondered if he's still there. If he's like, hey, you guys got extra room for me to get back? Because I'm kind of sick of this place.
Well, shit. How could you leave somebody in space?
Yeah.
That was one of the most messed up things.
And I was wondering, that's what the Royal says. Yeah, he did come back. Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
good.
I missed. Did he come back with the cosmonauts, with the Russian? Because I was wondering, like, how do they feel about it? They're up there. They're not a part of this whole war shit going on, and they're living and working and breathing and eating with each other every day. You got to get along up there. You got to depend on each other. So I was wondering how they felt about that. They, I was thinking chances are they were probably like, hey, you better bring his ass back. He's part of our team.
Exactly. Well, I could either 10:33. I could either save this one for next week, and depending, we might have half an hour worth of cards readings if
Yeah.
people want to do cards. I can make a list, and you can do the readings, and I will save the other one for next week also. Or I can read it and we can do cards till 11.
Let me find some cards. Which one shall I use tonight?
I have a feeling people will probably want them up until the end, so ones that aren't entirely too long. And anybody who does want a card, put a thumbs up. I'm going from YouTube and Facebook, and then our StreamYard comments and writing everybody's names down. So we got Lori and Heather. Hi, Heather. I never said hello to you.
Whoa,
Oh, Nelly.
cause a domino effect back there with cards. Wow, that's some small print on those puppies. Get something a little larger print. Oh, now I'm really gonna knock stuff over.
And Christy. And Janice. I got 8. 8.
Okay. Go with the old standby. I've been using forever.
Oh, I never did astronomy.
Oh yeah, I got that too. Want to do that real quick?
No, we can do this.
All right. Using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck.
First, we've got Miss Lori.
All right. Oop, that one just popped right out. It's
All right.
exciting.
So these are all the ones that we're going to do.
Got the Herkmeyer Diamond.
Ooh. I've always wanted a Herkimer diamond.
I spilt oil on my book here like a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it has slowly soaked its way through
Into the pages.
the entire book.
Is it still readable?
Oh yeah, it's readable. They're just kind of aged looking. It gives it a unique look. Powerful energy generators that access and release past life information from the Herkimer diamond make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels of being harmony to energy, bodies, and the soul. Self understanding. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal underlying causes of your dis-ease. Not disease, but your dis-ease. You may be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be physically sensitive and need to clear blocked third eye. The divination is checked that you are not living on a negative earth energy line. You may be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes, therefore. Screen yourself appropriately. The healing insight, high vibration, high energy, impact energy can dramatically change your world. I've got a Herkimer diamond, but it's a very small one. That's what she said.
After Lori, we've got Heather.
Aha. Heather gets the card which you cannot see, but it's the garnet. Garnet is a rejuvenating stone believed to protect against evil and terrifying dreams and to attract love. Self-understanding, you are a passionate soul with a courageous heart. Be confident and constant. Let go of your inner demons, taboos, inhibitions, and fantasies. Recognize self-sabotage and expand your awareness into all that you can be. Virtue matters to you. You are capable of great devotion to a cause or a relationship and have a strong survival instinct. Divination is take action now. A mystery is solved. Have courage. There is a way out. Turn a crisis into a learning challenge. If danger approaches, stay calm. You are protected. Be emotionally honest with yourself and others. You may attract a partner for sexual healing. Make no long-term commitment, as it may fizzle out once the purpose is fulfilled. The healing insight, find an appropriate outlet for your passions and emotions and create well-being.
And after Heather is Debbie. I'm going to put the slideshow into the comments of the posts so people can look at that later if they're interested.
Debbie gets Kumbaba Jasper. And that is, it's a multi-dimensional variation. Kumbaba Jasper, Ancient Echoes. Kumbaba Jasper attunes your personal biorhythms to the natural cycles of the planet. This crystal also facilitates deep clearing of your karmic body and the ancestral line. Self-understanding. When you live in your head rather than in your physical world, your cellular structure becomes unstable and metabolism is thrown off balance. You may be assimilating oxygen or nutrients such as minerals and vitamins. Remember that ideas are nutrients too. Disruption of your autonomic nervous and immune systems may be caused by ancient traumas and family dramas. Divination. Getting in touch with the ancestors and understanding the process of creation helps you to recognize the value of recycling the past to create a more potent future. Check out what is passed down the ancestral line. Use the homeopathic healing for masms such as tuberculosis. Healing insight. By changing how you view things, you dramatically improve your well-being. Whoop, those cards just flew out and hit the floor. And went halfway across the room. So who's that for? Who was this card for?
I was muted for turquoise.
Turquoise gets citrine. It was the escapee card. Tried to fly away. Is that good or bad? We shall find out. Citrine, a stone of joy and abundance. Citrine helps you to interact creatively with the world. It promotes inner calm, the self-understanding. You spend too much time worrying about home, family, and finances. Remember, you are an abundant being who manifests what you need. You're an innocent, wise child who yearns to play. Joyful play creates a wonderful world. Be grateful for you are blessed. Accept constructive criticism. Become emotionally balanced, letting feelings flow naturally. Divination for this crystal. Take time out for joyful play. Self-regard heals a damaged child. Abundance is all around you. You attract success and prosperity. Stop worrying, being optimistic, and allow for life to happen. Trust your intuition and perception. Consult the wise child within. Your thoughts on the bigger picture are correct. If there's family discord, harmony is restored through praise. A healing insight. True abundance comes from within. If you nurture your desires, you will bring joy to your wise child self.
And then we've got Azuriana.
Boom. Getting the pop-out cards tonight. Flint, which is a strange one. What it says about Flint. Flint is portal power. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. Self-understanding. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotions affecting well-being. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Divination. Strengthen your boundaries. Cut through the confusion of the core to the matter. Soul retrieval is necessary. If you left any part of yourself in another life or an abusive childhood experience, an unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but not recognize lessons before you move on. Healing insight. Pay attention to energetic boundaries and core strength cutting detrimental ties and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. Wow.
And then after Azuriana, we've got Royal. Yeah, Flint.
That was
Yeah.
it was a trippy one for Azariana.
That's
'Cause
interesting.
I know her story about that, weird stone that she used to have, and talking about opening portals and this and that.
Yeah.
All right, Royal. It's Menolite. Menolite is the wise feminine. Menolite has a profound connection with Earth, the wise feminine and priestess power. It marks rites of passage through womanhood to wisdom, self-understanding. You are an emotional soul who is an embodiment of the wise feminine. Express this through your body and action. Go deep in yourself and find your connection to Mother Earth. Sit in her womb of healing. In meditation, you heal your soul. Put aside fear and remember that transitions are necessary prerequisites for growth. Divination is honor your sacred sexuality. Mark rites of passage joyfully. Experience a period of gestation. To move would not be beneficial now. Nurture yourself and bide your time. Withdrawal into your inner world to accept necessary change, make your soul whole, and find power allies. You know when the time is for rebirth. Healing insight. Maturation is process of growing wiser. The soul and the heart do not age. It's interesting.
And then after Royal is Christina.
Yeah, I was like, here lately, I've been thinking about getting older. Because I ran into somebody yesterday that it's the first time I've looked at them and thought, wow, they're looking really old. And I'm always thinking about it. But yeah, that makes sense. Like your heart and your soul never age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who was this?
Christina.
Christina. And it is upside down. Oh, it's one that I've drawn for myself. Can't tell you how many times. Black tourmaline.
Nice.
Which is a really good one. But let's see if it's good for you. Black tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. Self-understanding. You are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity, thought, and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of your overconsciousness, but stay protected. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or past life curse, creating dis-ease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. Strengthen your protection. Consolidate plans and be realistic. You will soon see the way through the obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. Ill-wishing or envy may be directed your way. Neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts. Attend to practical matters. Be generous and give others freedom. The healing insight is neutralizing toxic energies from your environment, shielding yourself from ill-wishing or EMF stress, and detoxifying your body supports well-being.
And then we've got two more. We have Janice.
It's like every one of these tonight have been a pop-up card. Janice, get char right.
Christina says spot on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that sounds so good, Debbie. I wanted chocolate chip cookies when I was at the store today, and I didn't get them.
I got this little thing. It's a little blender. I mean, I've got a Vitamix blender, which is like a badass blender, but we got these little I don't know what they're called, fit something. They're like a little personal size blender.
Hmm.
I've been making a drink with one of those every night, like some sort of smoothie or something.
Yeah.
It's like whatever's in the fridge or the fruit bowl goes in the blender.
Love it. That's the best way to use up
Yep.
produce. Okay, so Janice.
All right. Wound healing. This crystal provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts dis-ease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma also is your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charite re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life dis-ease, carrying it into the present life. Self-understanding. Deep fears and schisms pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your autonomic nervous system may be malfunctioning, so it needs recalibrating. The divination. Time to take control. You're undergoing a vibrational change, creating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. The healing insight is accepting the present moment as perfect. You create the space to heal.
And then we've got John.
Again, a pop-up. Blue lace agate.
Have some of that behind me that I mined and polished myself.
Nice. Blue lace agate. It connects spirit with intellect. Highlighting integrity, it enhances the ability to communicate effectively what is in your mind and heart. Self-understanding, to attune to your inner being, express the fullness of who you are. Be confident when speaking in public, as you have much to share. You have been silenced in the past. Repressing thoughts and feelings causes throat problems, so you speak your mind gently, honestly, and clearly. You have the gift of serenity. Use it wisely. The divination. Speak your heartfelt truth with integrity and confidence. Do not fear being judged. Expect news shortly and keep lines of communication open. Events unfold slowly, so return to basics and start again if necessary. Focus your mind and open your intuition. Your life will be long and happy. Accept your sensitive side. Healing insight is expressing yourself fully, releases neck and shoulder tension, thyroid deficiencies, and throat or lymphatic infections.
All right. That's everybody. We've got just a couple minutes left. Jason is not going to have paranormal soup this weekend for Easter, correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
Correctamundo. Special guest appearance by the Easter Bunny.
He. And then we come back on 420.
Yep, 420 show. Gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's new.
So cool. I get to play music this weekend.
That'll be fun.
So that's what I'll be doing pre-Easter. I went to the grocery store yesterday. I went to the self-checkout and looked down, and there was like $62 sticking out of the machine. So I looked around, and then I thought, should I take it or should I leave it? And then I thought, well, if I leave it,
Someone else will take it.
somebody else is going to take it. So I took it and I held it in my hand. I finished getting my groceries. I checked out.
And you turned it in.
No, I went over and hung out in front of the lottery machine. I'm like, surely somebody right in front of me must have just left, and by the time they get to their car, they're gonna be like, oh shit, I forgot my money. So I hung out by the lottery machine. And then I went over to the red box, and looked at movies, even though I wasn't gonna rent one. I was just hanging out waiting for somebody to come back. And I probably stood in there a good, 10 or 15 minutes. And nobody came out. Nobody came back. So I was like, what do I do? So I left with it. Was that bad, or was that right, or was that wrong? I don't know. But I figure if I didn't put it in my pocket, somebody else was.
True. And you did wait for them to come around.
Yeah, I did wait, like probably 15 minutes or so. And I was like just standing there, like looking around, like nobody was like saying anything about it, or nobody was freaking out or asking about it or anything. I'm like, did that really just happen? I don't know.
Damn, so they paid with like 100 and didn't even get their change.
That, or they got cash back or something, and
That's an odd, because it always has to be in 20 like increments of 246.
Yeah, maybe it was change. Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah, it's like they paid probably with 100 and didn't realize the cash came out. Oh, it's that time.
I felt guilty, but I left with it.
Well, Rob, with all the times you get
Shot upon.
Yeah, shut the pun. Like when I found that iPhone in the parking lot.
Yep.
And then, waited, looked around, nobody's, by the cars. I ended up just bringing in the grocery store, though, and said, hey, can you put this in your lost and found? Because there was nothing I could do with it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the old days, you could have opened it up, and like found the person. I lost my driver. I didn't lose my driver's license. I lost my whole wallet one time on the Bridge Alliance. I was skateboarding and my wallet like flew out of my pocket. And had my driver's license and money and everything in it. And it was like 3 days later, I get a phone call and somebody's like, hey, did you lose a wallet? I was like, yeah, I did. And they said they had it. So I figured there's not going to be any money or anything in it, And there wasn't much in there. There was like, 60 or 50 or 60 bucks, something like that. I went and met the person, and yeah, they had my wallet, had my driver's license, my credit card, all my money, everything in it. And I just pulled out the cash and handed it to him. I was like, here. Saves me a huge pain in the ass having to cancel my credit cards and get a new driver's license.
Damn. Well, I've already shut everything down and said good night to everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful night and a wonderful week.
Yep.
Wonderful start of your day wherever you're at. I'm bouncing in my chair.
Yep.
Is that time?
So cool. We will catch y'all next time. And thanks for hanging out with us. And
hey, maybe some pew pew.
Yeah. PP or
like PP, pew pew. What did I say? PP? I do have to.
PP.
Pew.
All right.
PP, then pew pew. Give me that 20.
Yep. We may have to incorporate some of our viewers here into the marvelous world of PUBG one of these days.
And I told you that TikTok now lets you mobile game stream. And I don't know how to stop the stream, though, but I have the followers I need in order to be able to do it. So we can actually stream from TikTok, but I don't know how it works with game sounds and all that yet.
Cool.
But you're going to have to guinea pig that with me.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us. Have a great weekend, Easter, all that jazz, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Don't put any barbells up your butt either.
Yeah, don't do that.